Lisa Miola. Welcome to Just Yoga. So this module is focusing on building a better balance, taking the most common balance poses in yoga and making them a little bit better and stronger. So yoga is a practice, naturally. It's not perfect. But what can we do to make ourselves a little bit stronger? So today we're going to focus on tree pose, one of the most well-known poses in the yoga practice. So thinking about our hips, thinking about our shoulders, thinking about our inner thighs, and how can we piece these all together to build ourselves best tree pose ever. Okay, so why don't we start? We're going to be in front of our chair, and we're just going to move through our HAP series. We're just going to start off by warming up the body. Inhale, exhale, forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, sweep it all the way up. Again, exhale. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward. Inhale. All the way up. Exhale, forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Sweep it all the way up. Palms together, bringing them into the heart center. Terrific. So now opening up the legs wide, and again, keeping your chair nearby should you need it for balance. And we're going to move into our moonflower. So bringing the feet 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock, using our arms reaching high. So we look like a giant letter X, right? So inhale, coming down, elbows towards the hip. Exhale, reach it up. Inhale. Exhale. So moving nice and slow. Don't want to pull anything, right? Moving with the breath. I think each time you sink into this, it's going to feel a little bit easier because we're getting a little bit warmer. Give me one more. Palms together and coming up nice and slow. Great. So the chair is here. If you need it, I'm going to give you some options. So we're going to heel toe the legs out even further. And we're just going to start doing some side lunges, side to side. So again, you can use the chair as your floor raised. If you have some blocks or books, you can have here. Or if you've been doing yoga for quite a while, you may be flexible enough to get all the way down there. Awesome. So again, not doing anything fancy, just some nice side lunges, keeping the feet flat. So I know that we're really getting these inner thighs. And this chair can help with our balance, raising the floor. So we can focus, spend the time focusing on warming up those adductor muscles. Nice. And we're breathing. Oh. Just a couple more on each side. And then when you're done, just heel toe the feet back in. Terrific. So now we're actually going to take the chair. We're going to sit in the chair. Everybody is. You don't even want to sit on the mat because what I'm going to show you, it's not even going to transcribe. It's not going to translate onto the mat. So we're going to take the left ankle onto the right knee. We're going to get as tall as we can. That knee is over the ankle on the right. You can hold the chair, seat, or the arms if you have them. We're pushing in with the right foot, and we're just hinging forward, leading with the shiny part, and pause. So feeling a little magic on the glutes there, the piriformis. And just breathe. We're not going to bounce. So this is like a puzzle. All these different pieces, you're going to see why we're doing them when we get to the end result, that tree pose. So coming up. And let's swap, go to the other side. So as always, one side may be a little tighter, a little more flexible than the other. You're human, you're normal, congratulations. Making sure this knee is over that ankle, getting tall, pushing in with the left foot, and melting forward. So you see, I'm not pushing this down. I don't want to. That's not my goal. I want to stay within my natural body. I want you to be true to you. Just breathe. It's almost like fate. I have an actual tree behind me doing a class on tree pose. It's a good sign. Nice and easy coming up, up, up. Beautiful. Okay, so we're getting up and we're going back on the mat. So again, if you think you need this chair, that's perfectly fine. You can keep it in front of you. We're going to open up the legs wide, wide, wide. And we're going to turn the right toes to the right. And we're moving into our warrior two, so we're going to bend this knee. So wow, look at how far that knee is. We don't want that knee so far over the toes. So we're going to push this up until it's over the ankle. And then we're going to gently heel toe the left foot back. Excellent. So now you feel a little stretch and you feel a little more stable. So this is your strong warrior two. So we are here. So let's flow. We're going to look to the right. We're going to inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, move into that warrior two. Inhale. And exhale. Make sure that toe doesn't collapse forward. I mean, that the knee doesn't collapse forward, okay? You want it towards the pinky toe, not the big toe. Let's stay here for 3 breaths. Relax your shoulders. back to the center. So we'll do the other side. So again, setting it up, we have our left toes pointing to the left. We'll be conservative here. We're going to bend the knee. See how far it goes. Bring it over the ankle. And again, making sure it doesn't collapse forward. It's kind of it's steering more towards the pinky side, if anything, of the foot. So we're here and back up that right foot until you feel a comfortable, solid warrior two. Good. So we're not going any more forward and we're not going any more backward. Bring those arms out. Looking over our left fingertips. Inhale, bring it up, straighten out the leg. Exhale, sink. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And now this time we're going to stay here. Relax your shoulders, looking over those left fingertips. 3 good breaths. And relax. Back into the center. Great. Okay. So now we're gonna continue on and we're gonna work with some lunges. So working these hip flexor muscles here. Okay. So let's take and make our way down to the mat. Shall we? Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold. And I want you to go down left knee and right knee. Hands are still on the chair. Now I want you to take that right foot forward. Good. So you're in a low lunge. Scoot that left foot back a little bit. Feel a nice pull in the hip flexor. And taking that right arm up. And breathe. So that's the feeling you're looking for in your hip flexor. That little pocket. Bring this down. Let's squat. Coming forward with the left. A little lean back with that right foot. And sweeping up the left arm. Sinking into that right hip flexor. Terrific. So we're going to curl those toes on the right, and I just want you to push up ever so slightly. So here we are in our lunge. Let's see if we can bring hands to the hips. Wonderful. So let's straighten out both legs. And bending the front knee, going up on the back toes. And straightening it up. Sinking down. Into the lunge. Nice and smooth and slow. So we're working these hip flexor muscles, but there's also a little element of balance here, don't you think? If you feel courageous, maybe raising up the arm. 3 breaths. straighten it up, and step it forward. Excellent. So let's do the same thing on the other side. So stepping back with the left foot, feet are flat. Hands are on the hips. Sinking into the right knee, up on the back toe. If you think your knee's going to go too far, you're going to switch those toes back. So we have a nice, solid, strong foundation for our leg. Straighten up. Sink in. Straighten up. And make sure you're breathing. Sink in. Straighten up. And sink in, bringing up the arms, 3 breaths. Straighten it up and come forward. You are doing fantastic. How do you feel? I know you're feeling a little achy. I know, but it'll be worth it in the end. Okay, so now doing a little bit of brain balance work. So we've done this before where we're using the chair as a prop and not really using it for support. So just to tell our brains that we're safe. So also I want to work the opposite hip of the foot we're lifting. So we're going to shift all the weight over to the left. We're going to lift the right leg, gently tapping the toes on that seat. They're barely grazing. So you're holding it up, pushing in actively with the left leg. So we're really strong on this left side. That's all I want you to think about. And again, you can move your ankle a little bit. Try not to move the hip or the knee. You kind of pass around, play with your feet on your chair. And bring it down. Whew. That's some hard work, right? So again, not using the chair for support, just using it as a touch spot to tell our brains that we're safe. We'll do the other side. So shifting weight into the right leg. It's active, it's pushing in, taking the left foot up, the left leg up. And just again, using this, barely touching your chair. And again, try not to let your hips sass out. I want you to stay tall. And then take that foot down. Excellent. So we did a little bit of balance work there and a little bit of work on the hips as well. So I'd like to do that figure 4. Now that we're a lot looser, we're going to do that on the mat. And then we're going to come up and do that finale, our tree pose. So let's make our way down. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold, coming down 1 knee at a time. And we can get this chair out of the way. We're not hitting it. And making our way all the way down onto the mat. Feet are flat, knees are bent. So we're going to take the right ankle onto the left knee. And you're going to lift that left leg towards you, and just gently going behind the knee and gently guiding it towards you. So you're in that figure 4, but you are lying down. So just a nice gentle stretch. Breathing in to the glutes, into the hip, into that piriformis. And nice and easy, lowering it all down to the mat. And the other side. So left ankle on that right knee, bring your right knee towards your chest, taking that hand underneath, grasping behind the knee, and gently pulling towards you. And again, I'm not forcing anything, I'm not pushing anything. Wherever your body says to stop, please listen. Breathing in all that good oxygen and nutrients for your tree. And nice and easy, lowering all the way down. Taking that foot down. So rolling over to one side. We're going to come up and make our way back to standing. So again, chairs here if you need it. So now comes the big test, moving into our chair. So we're going to do it in little bits and pieces until we come to that ultimate tree, that one that we work towards and strive for. And if you don't do it today, try it again tomorrow. It's not a big deal. I've been doing this for almost 18 years, so you really can't go by me. So we're in our mountain pose, and we are really, really strong. So we have weight equally distributed on both feet. We're going to take the left toes into the mat and bring the knee out to the side. So you can bring that foot closer towards the ankle, palms together. So there's a light touch on the mat, which again tells you that you're safe. And you may open up your branches, extend your branches. And finally, should you choose to build a birdhouse at the top, go right ahead. But again, it's all icing on the cupcake, so listen to your body. All right, so let's bring that all down. Shake it all out. Let's do the other side. So we are strong in our mountain pose. All the weight goes to the left. Right toes are here. Knee goes to the side. Scoop that foot in. So light touch. There's not a lot of weight on those right toes. We're breathing. We're growing. So you can see this side's a little weaker for me, right? Did you notice? Nothing to hide. Finally building our birdhouse on top. And letting it all down. And it's okay if you shake, right? It's okay if you move. I mean, trees blow in the breeze, right? They totally do. Okay, so we're going to move up. We're moving up a little bit more now. So I'm going to start really using this chair. Okay. We're going to start the same way we did before. Toes are on the floor, bringing the knee out. And this time, we're going to bring it up to the calf. So maybe finding a spot with your chair that just raises your leg. It's not supporting your leg, it just raises it. It's the arm of the chair. It could be the back of the chair. So I'm on my calf, and this contact point, not a pressure point, this contact point tells me I'm safe. It's a mind-body connection with yoga. And you can kind of see why we worked the inner thighs and the hip flexors and the glutes, right? It's not so much for the power of standing, but more for the opening up. All right. So toes on the floor, knees come out. I'm going up to the calf, and I'm just picking a point to tell my brain I'm safe. You are safe, Lisa Miola. You are safe. So again, I'm not really leaning on this chair. I'm going to grow my branches now. My birdhouse. And then letting it down. Good. So the last phase, again, it's like building up and up and up. The last phase, we're going all the way up. So I would recommend maybe using the chair a little bit for balance. But again, contact points, okay? So we'll take left toes in, out to the side. We're going to bring this all the way up, okay? Now, this is pushing in, but we don't want our hips to get sassy. The sassy equals sloppy, okay? We need to stay strong, okay? So again, this will tell us that we're safe, or if you want, your chair can be here to tell you that you're safe, or maybe you just want it in front of you to say that you're safe. So lots of options, okay? Because this is the grand finale. And don't be impressed, because when I go to the other side, you'll see I'm a lot more shaky. Branches, birdhouse. Bringing it down. All right. Right toes in, knee out, bringing it up. So this, again, these sassy hips, sass is good for dancing, not for tree pose. We want to be nice and straight. So that's really important here. So At the same time this foot seems to be pushing you, you are going to resist. You're going to use this hip to keep this in one straight line. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Okay. Now my knee is on the other side. So again, maybe I just have my knee grazing it. Tell my brain I'm safe. My branches. You can see I'm blowing in the wind here. Building my bird house. Nice and easy, letting it all down. Great. So that was some good stuff. Really great. Let's make our way down to the mat. Let's do a little bit of stretching. I don't know, my hips feel it. I'm sure yours do too. So inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward fold, coming down one knee at a time, left and right. And coming onto the back. Slow, slow, slow. And then we're going to take knees together, and you're just going to lift your bottom up, scoot your bottom to the left. Let the knees collapse to the right. Arms are out to the side like a T. And I'd like you to look over your left shoulder. Now, if you have trouble with your back, as I do, you take that left leg and cross it over. It acts like a kickstand. So I get just enough of a twist for my hip without compromising my discs. Just another option. So wherever you are, bringing both feet up to the center and coming into the center with your bottom. Lift the bottom, scoot it to the right, and just gently allow the knees to fall to the right, to the left. And again, if you have an issue, you can take that right foot over, use it as a kickstand, protect your back. Looking over the right shoulder, and breathe. And then coming back into the middle. Everything back to the center. And just bringing the soles of the feet together and just gently allowing the knees to fall to the mat. If it's too much, you want to put some blocks or pillows on either sides of your knees, that's fine. And if this isn't comfortable either, feel free to extend your legs long. Whatever's going to make these last few Shavasana minutes be the best for you. So just gently closing the eyes, palms face upwards, they're by your side now. And just trying to bring to mind the most beautiful memory you have with the tree. mine was a giant willow tree at my grandparents'. They had a hammock. That was just the best place to be in the summer. On the hammock, under the willow tree. Just taking a moment to show gratitude for trees. Trees give us shade, give homes to birds, bees, insects, give us paper, fire, cardboard, we make homes. Ready to move along with your day. Start to bring your awareness back to your space. Bring the knees into the center. And maybe pull them into the chest, massage that low back. Deep breath. Roll them over onto one side, pushing up. Take your time into a seated cross-legged position. I'm so proud of the work you did today, and I'm so grateful that you were able to join me. I bow to each and every one of you with love, joy, and gratitude. Namaste. I'll see you soon.